Okay, truth is, I was gonna call this video shopping center experiences, since that's sophisticated, but malls are simpler to say, and this whole message was quite unnecessary. So, let's just get to it. The mall. The place that's filled on the weekends, where we go to be covered in commercialism. I don't really go to the mall that often, honestly, but I have had some memorable experiences, and some commentaries on the topic. By the way, these are frequently told stories, so yeah, I probably already told this stuff, but it's worth repeating it here. Therefore, time for our first story, the Lush incident. So, this is my first time at Lush. I'm not really those kind of people that are like, bath bombs, cosmetic scents, and Lush. Like, honestly, if the shampoo smells nice, I'm gonna use it, okay? If it smells not nice, no. That's my rule. I've walked past Lush several times and seen like a bunch of people in there. So I'm taking pictures of the soaps for, their Instagram or something. Oh, and yeah, just like the overall smell of it, even though you're walking in like the corridor, I guess, of the mall, you can still smell Lush. Anyhow, that particular day that I went to Lush, I was buying a present for my Secret Santa, which that's what we're doing in our class. For this Secret Santa, we had to make a wish list and write 3 items underneath $15. And like everyone that participated, I put Lush on my list. Guess the demographic of people that did the Secret Santa. Females. It's not anything bad, I'm just saying. So to be true, I also put Lush on my list since, I have spare space. Well, I already put chocolate and tea. I'll just put Lush to try, and if I don't like it, I didn't spend any money. So, that day that I was Lush, I was there to buy a bath bomb. Probably, not that hard of a item to buy at Lush, but, quite basic, but it was quite busy since it was close to Christmas, and a fair amount of people were present in the store. Mom and I got our items and paid. We started walking across the small shop to leave, when suddenly an employee came power walking towards, like, Olympic power walking. So she pushed me over, didn't even say I'm sorry, and because I have zero bounds, I kind of fell into the shelf, knocking every little bottle of cosmetics off of it. Boom! Everything was on the floor. Except, luckily the shelf itself was still standing strong, so I'm proud of you, shelf. The whole store went silent. Lush is a really busy store that's always, bubbly, and, happy, and people are like, oh, things went silent just to stare at me. So I quickly apologized, and I offered to help, and she was like, oh, that's okay, and then luckily she apologized. She was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yes, I almost died. And then I picked up the bottles, I put everything on the shelf, and then I, myself, was Olympic power walking out of the store. But my mom was like, wait, she just had to get one last sniff of, soap or something. Okay, now some random commentary about the shops at the mall. I'm not going to talk about clothing, because, that's sort of boring. But let's talk about more interesting shops. So, Showcase. That's the store that sells all the products that are on TV. The commercial store, as I like to call it. When I used to watch TV, in the olden days, I used to go into the store feeling like I'm walking into an infomercial. So they sell a variety of things in there. You go in there, you have some Pokemon plushies over there. No, seriously, there's always Pokemon plushies. You have some losing weight thing over there, some candles to your side, and a massage chair. Honestly, I just go into that store to sit on the massage chair. You kind of look around to make sure, no one looks at you. Then you just sit back down. And the worst thing is, when it's, not connected or something, or the battery's out. Because that happened to me the last 2 times I've been to that store, and I felt betrayed. I actually have a massage pad thing like that to put on a chair that I asked for Christmas when I was 10. And it's still in the basement since we don't have a chair to properly put it on. Therefore, it's still in the basement. With a dead corpse! No, I'm kidding. There were also weird pastry bread stress objects. Last time I was there at the shop. Just stress balls in the shape of food. No offense if you are a stress bread user, but to me they seem kind of ridiculous. Imagine an office job or something really professional. Wow, I'm feeling really stressed out. Let me just get out my giant croissant. Really? But if it makes you happy, you do you. Inspiration. My mom jokingly pretended to buy one of these stress spreads at the shop once, and then revealed it to me with a fake bite mark. For a moment there, I was really worried for my sanity. For other shops that I always go to, my mom and I always have to go to buy Cinnabon sticks when we pass by Cinnabon. It's kind of like, a ritual, a tradition. We always get plain because, with frosting everything in there is like too sweet, and literally reminds me of the time we had a sugar party in the 3rd grade, and lots of people threw up. I didn't, by the way, okay? Yeah. Okay, so what were we talking about? Okay, shops. So and just like another thing is that, the chocolate store at Laura Secord, I thought it was Laura Second, okay? These cursive R's and N's, man. They ruined my life. I literally just realized that till less than a month ago. It was sad. Okay, now time for the last story. So, this was the day a Halloween event thing took place at the mall. Honestly, I don't remember that whole event that well. I was 7 and was just dressed up in my Pikachu costume that my mom made for me. The mall was closed, and by that I mean all the shops were closed. The inside remained open. I think we were waiting for a taxi there because we weren't just gonna camp out at the mall, I'm pretty sure. We were waiting with another family that were our friends at the time. The children of that other family started playing around on the public phones, dialing on them, talking into the phones. And because I used to be a little crap that could be influenced without thinking about the consequences, I also started dialing on the phones. Now, we didn't put any coins in, so we figured, it's not like we're actually calling people. We were not just pressing buttons on one phone. We were going across the whole mall, just smash the buttons on the phones. So, when I was going to dial on a particular phone on the 2nd floor, I was don't really know any phone numbers. So, I just dialed the only one I knew, 911. If the situation wasn't bad already, I also called 911 on the bottom floor, but this time, someone answered back. And they just said hello. They didn't even say, 911, what's your emergency? Are you dying? Can we help you? No, they were just hey. Anyway, so you can't really blame me for not knowing who it was. I just hang up slightly scared. Well, after that, the police came and the security of the mall came up to us asking if I called 911. I was so scared. I thought I would have to go to jail for the rest of my life. I was literally having a crisis over the opportunities I lost. And how that's all my life was gonna be. Just me going to prison. Just that's all. See, I was having an existential crisis at this point. So you must be thinking I confessed to the police and broke down crying about me going to jail. Well, I didn't. I just said, I don't know. But I knew it was me. Who else would call 911, right? At least I didn't cry, honestly. That maybe could have been worse. I was here trying to, not be caught. My mom told me I had to go apologize because it didn't matter if it was me or not that called 911. It was just the right thing to do, which I gotta admit, she was right. I walked up to the police and said, I'm really sorry if I called 911. It could have not have been me since I wasn't, the only one playing on the phones, And honestly, it wasn't my idea to be playing on the phones. But it was wrong. I'm sorry if it was me, but it could have totally not been me. Sorry, mate. And ever since then, I've never touched a public phone. Okay, just kidding, but no, I actually was very scared of answering the phones after that, and still kind of have that fear to today, and I think that explains it. Anyway, those were some of my mall experiences. Hello, this is the end screen. I hope you liked that video, and maybe I'll do another video upon the mall. Honestly, knowing me and how frequent incidents and awkward situations happen to me, we'll have lots more mall stories. But I thought these were pretty good. So, I might do another mall story. But I guess that's all. I can't really say watch more videos, since I only did 2 crappy ones. Yeah. I hope to do more animations like this, honestly. As I finally figure out how to use Animate, well. I still have to watch, 10 more tutorials, but I'm there. So, bye!